All right, here we go. It's time to get these ribs out, check on the situation, and see what's going on. My instincts tell me they're done. I've already looked at the corn and checked out the corn. I know the corn is done. It's ready to go. So I've got the heat off on that. I'll give you an update on what I did do. All right, so yeah, while I was gone, I took that frozen corn on the cob, I stuck it in here, and what I did, I added a little bit of salt, and not very much, but I added a little bit of milk, and I added water, and I let this corn cook in that, and some butter, about a spoonful of butter. All right, over here we have the sweet potatoes. I have 3 of those. I wrapped them in aluminum foil. That's all I did. Wrap them up really good, and then I cooked them on bake for like maybe 30 minutes, and now they're really soft. So what we need to do is get these out. Let's go ahead and do that. I have this pan over here. All right, so let's see. Alright, let's get these out. I want to leave this on because I'm going to throw the bread right back in there. Alright, but these sweet potatoes are done. Oh man, let me set this down. Those are hot. So sweet potatoes are done. You can feel and check. This is how you know they're done. Let me get them all over here and then I'll show you. Alright, sweet potatoes are definitely done. They're really soft. So the way you can tell is you'll just be pressing on the aluminum foil, and you can feel that your finger can go, can pretty much push down through it if you wanted to. It's very soft and squishy. So that's done. And so what I need to do, let's get this over here real quick. Alright, let's get these ribs. Oh, that's rinse. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to let you look at those ribs while I get this rinsed off. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to wash this real quick and then we'll work on our garlic toast. So we have baked beans. They are in the microwave. They're already done. Checking the status. Yep, the baked beans are done. I'm going to go ahead and throw on another 30 seconds just to be safe. The corn's done, the ribs are done. They turned out amazing. I mean, I did a little poke around with a fork and a knife. I definitely checked the temperature to make sure they were done. They've been cooking for 3 hours. Trust me, they are done. They're not a hazard as far as, not being safe to eat. They are fully cooked. And it's ready to come right off the bone. I will have to cut it with a knife. We'll check on that in a minute though. So I have my toaster oven ready to go. Microwave says the beans are done. So let's come over here to this bread. So I got this loaf at Walmart and it was only $1. So let's see. We get a little light in here. I think that's better. So here's what I'm going to do with that loaf. I don't need that whole thing. It's just me and Kayla. Now if it were, a party or somebody, a group of people over here, I would do the whole thing. This isn't going to take long. If I can get into it. Twist tile. So you heard of breaking bread. This is what they mean by breaking bread. Here's where we can go. We just break it right down the middle. Breaking bread. Okay. So I'll put the piece in there that we're not going to use right now. And just take your knife, cut it open. Really is a bargain for $1. It doesn't cost them much at all to make it though. Alright, so what you want to do is completely cut that in half. You see how I cut that in half, but I still left it together a little bit. We have our butter here. Our meat's resting right now, so it is going to be soaking up the juices. It's not going to get cold or anything. It's still actually cooking a little bit. It's so hot. So you're going to butter this bread best you can. Some people will use olive oil. Okay, that's starting to look good. toaster. Just cut the toaster oven back on. I'm almost done here. There is a little bit more that's going to go. They call it garlic toast for a reason, because it is going to have garlic and salt in there. So I've got butter pretty much all over the cracks, all over everything, everywhere it needs to be. Okay, we're done with the butter. Until we meet again for the sweet potatoes. Okay, so we have this. Now let's do garlic. Sprinkle a generous amount based on how bad you want your breath to stink. Let's see here. I'm going to take a pinch of salt, like we always do. Take and control the amount of salt that's on here. That's a generous amount. Now let's get this in the oven. Alright, perfect. So we have that cooking, and it's not going to take long at all to do what it needs to do. Alright, back over here, let's check out our ribs. We have our potatoes ready to be processed. What I mean by that is they're going to need a few things. They're still quite hot. Found this little tray down there. Didn't even know I had it. It's very convenient. I like it. It's very thin. It's made out of aluminum, and that's what's going to be holding our sweet potatoes in our bread. Okay. So we have our corn, which is always really hot. Doesn't take much. Or it takes quite a bit to cool it down, it seems like. That's quite hot. I'm going to take the lid off. Now, ribs. What I want to do is, I want to cut in the middle. So I can get you closer. Swap you around over here. Alright, there you are. Now you're right there in the front row seat to see the action on the meat. Alright, so I got a fork and I have a knife. Yum. There we go. Alright, Kayla, these are mine. I'm just kidding. Alright, so here's the test. Let's see where the bone's at. There's the bone right there. Let's do the cut test. Look at that meat. Still juicy, very tender. It's ready to shred at any moment's notice. You see that? It's ready to shred up. You could just chop that up if you wanted to. Get rid of those bones. Oh man. Let's do a little taste test. I'm going to let Kayla try it first. Alright, Kayla. You ready?
Good.
Is it?
It's so
Yeah, you better say that.
No.
Alright, my turn. Let's see. That is good. Very smoky, sweet. Barbecue sauce is marinated well in there. Alright, so our garlic toast is cooking. It's starting to smell very good. It's starting to be very aromatic. Look at that. Put the light on in there. I'm going to actually take it off of air fry and hit the toast. See, I have toast, I have air fry. I had it on air fry. So let's go to toast. And that toast is going to be browning the top. And that's what we're looking for. Because the bottom is already kind of flaky. That is so good. Just the right amount of salt and garlic. Perfect. Okay, that's going to be doing its thing. And by the time I get this plated, this is going to be done, this toast. So that's the last thing we're going to worry about here. So let's go ahead and start plating. Perfect. Okay, and this time I'm going to be able to control my beans. I have this little bowl that matches the plate perfectly. I love that. And let's start with the beans. Actually, let's do this corn. I know this corn is going to take a while to cool down. So there's no risk of it getting too cold while we're waiting. And we won't have to wait long. But let's pick a corn here that we want. This one looks pretty good. Corn on the cob. Look at that steam. Doesn't that look good? I just want to take a big old bite. I need some of those holders. You have these little things you stick in the side. It's ghetto around here, sorry. Since I marry a rich woman, I'll have all the stuff I need. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we have a corn out. Who can have just one corn on the cob, you know? So I recommend having 2 corns. 2 ears of corn, miniature ears. Alright, perfect. Very, very hot. That's why I'm not worried about this cooling off too fast. I just don't want all the water, any excess water. Perfect. Now while that's sitting there just doing its thing, I'm going to take just a little bit of butter and hit the top. You see that? We're just using a little bit of butter. So that first bite, and this is going to melt off a little bit. That first bite is going to be crucial. Look at that. So good. And just a touch of salt too. We're also going to do a touch of salt. Can you hold? Never mind. I'll use that. It's more efficient. Can you see? There we go. Butter. Okay. Well, the toast is done. This one I'm going to try to burn. So the toast is done. Let me just call that hot. Super hot. So the toast is still quite hot. Let's go back to our salt here. So we have a little bit of salt. Our butter's melted. We have a little bit of salt here on the corn. It's going to taste amazing. All right, stop. Okay, so our corn, let's get that out of the way. Now for our toast. What I usually see my mom do, she'll have a lot of people to serve, so she'll take, I don't know if she flips it over like this and actually cuts it into strips. She'll have a lot of people to serve, and she'll have these little strips like this, where you put that up here. So there's 2 little strips of bread. Alright, what else do we need? Baked beans coming together right here. Yeah, grab that. Take over. Make sure it's in the shot. Alright, pour our beans. So we're in control of these beans. They're not in control of us. That's a good size right there. Good size sampling. Now, what are we missing? We have the works. Oh yeah, we're missing the meat now. Look at there. This one's good. Let's bring it over to the plate. Crucial. Alright, so crucial right here, this part. That's so good looking. Thank you, Lord. Alright, here we are. So we have our meat, and it's cooked to, I don't want to say to perfection because that sounds vain. Let me get this camera here. Here we go. Oh, baby. Don't you want some of that? We got butter on our corn. Oh, I need a spoon. Can I have a spoon, please? A little baby spoon. Alright, got a little baby spoon here for our beans. Actually, let me stop before I mess this up. I've already messed it up. Alright, you know I've got to take my final picture. Here's what I'll do since I got the beans too high and now it looks kind of wonky. There we go. I just add a little bit more so it looks more natural. Okay. Oh, we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, dude, what the heck are we doing? Get this out of the way here. About missed the star of the show, another star of the show. She's so sweet. She does me good every time. Let's see here. Every time I eat her, it always makes me very happy and satisfied that I had it. Alright, so take your sweet potato And just work it. Oh man, I actually got some of that sauce. Look at that. Just spread it open. Work it a little bit with your spoon to get it all tore up. You see, but you're working, everything's getting cold, so you have to kind of hurry up now. Alright, so we have our sweet potato. Man, that's good. Alright, what else do we need? We need butter. Alright, we have butter. What else do we need? Brown sugar. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm actually going to put a little bit of this brown sugar on the beans too. Okay, oh man, look at that. Let me wash my hands real quick. This is so good. Alright, here you go. Ribs, beans, sweet potato. Dude, what are y'all waiting for, man? Have a wonderful evening. God bless you.